It is Try It Tuesday, and Don McCarthy from Don's Corner is back with a mix of unique finds for everyone in the family, including your fur kids. All right, Don, you have the most fabulous life in the sense that you get to try out so many different products, and there are really millions of products out there, but there are specific conventions for a lot of them, and you've been to several.
Yeah, one of the products that we're going to see today I picked up in San Diego this year at the Winter Fancy Food Show. So they're designers and people that come from the food era, from Canada, from even Belgium or England, as well as just America. Fancy food show. I have coming up, I have the alcohol and beverage. I've got the pizza show.
The pizza show?
So there's a pizza show. I know you love their pizza, and you had a pizza guy yesterday that sounded like outstanding.
Wines,
but that's where they go to find the new latest ovens, maybe the new latest type of dough that they're going to use and stuff. These type of shows are out there for the professionals to go to.
Yeah, and you curate all kinds of products that you see that just, touch every part of our lives. From the beauty
expos, everything like that. And I'm even going to the Sweets and Snacks Expo. I'll share with you maybe later today.
Okay, don't share with me. I want to go with you. All right, okay. Let's start off with our fur babies and Fresh Patch.
Yeah, so Fresh Patch, what I love about this is real hydroponically grown grass. If you can see this right here. And this is for your dogs or your cats. And in the mini form that I'm showing here today, because I don't want people to think like, oh gosh, my dog's so big it won't fit on that. This is more for the minier, like the smaller dogs. But in a box comes one with 2 handles. It's very lightweight, probably 4 pounds, that you can just kind of roll out, and it comes out on a tray. Or like if you have a bougie house like Deborah, may come in like some wood and stuff like that you want it to match your decor, that you can put it out on, because I live in a condo. And I don't have access to a backyard for my dog.
So this could even be, if you live in there's so many high rises now, put it out in the patio?
Exactly. You put it out on the patio so that the dog can relieve themselves. This is great too for cats, because a lot of cats are indoor cats. This is enrichment for them. So they can kind of, put their little paws and stuff on it. They have a lot of accessories and treats. They work with a lot of shelters, and I didn't know this until I started working with them, but a lot of dogs are returned to shelters because they're not potty trained. So they work with a lot of shelters to get these into them. This is a subscription that they offer. It's delivered to your home. You don't have to do anything more than that. Again, it starts at $29.95. You can just get one, just buy it one time or get a subscription. But I love this for anybody that has a dog. They've got 4 convenient options, and this is a go-to for me.
Yeah, especially if there's like a moment that you might not be able to get home in time during the day.
Exactly.
You have it out there, and they go ahead and use that.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Big Sky mints. Okay, just when you think you can't do another mint in the mint world, there's Big Sky mints.
Yeah, and what I love about this is we do have Valentine's Day coming up, so they've got wonderful flavors like cinnamon that you can do, but they also have really like nostalgic ones like cotton candy, or they've got kettle corn.
And to your point, it's interesting because mint started out with much more it wasn't really minty like we associate with. It was just like a little candy that you could have.
Which I do love. They've got the classics like wintergreen and the peppermint, which you said that you really like, but I wanted you to maybe try one of the wintergreen and let me see what you think. But they have a lot of different flavors and options. You can get these at Amazon, but you can also just go get these at like TJ Maxx or Marshall. So with Valentine's Day coming up, these are under $3. It's a nice treat that you can really give someone. They're sugar-free, vegan. They're free from artificial flavors or colors. There's over 13 flavors. That's why I have so many out there. There's even like a little chocolate. So when you want that little sweet treat without a lot of calories or anything else that's going to ruin maybe your diet or something, this is kind of a go-to. I love them.
I'm going to tell you, if one mint ruins your diet, you got other problems.
Well, I never had one. I always put like 2 or 3 in my mouth.
That's true.
And then next up, I know, and people that know, that you're a crafter. Deborah is our crafter. So this is from Surebonder, and this is their Trace and Create craft kit. So you're just going to trace, and you're going to glue and watch your designs come to life. So what we basically did here is, let me tilt this a little bit better, is it comes like with a sheet like this, that's you'll put it over to be able to trace, but you can print any designs out that you want. I just did something for St. Patrick's Day to show you guys maybe a celebration for a birthday, because once you do it, they can cling to like your windows or anything that's on a flat surface.
I gotta say, I love this. I have a ton of glue guns, but the glue pen gives you a little bit better control.
Absolutely. So we're gonna see how good Deborah is here. So she can just push it down with her pen, and she'll just trace on the outside of the heart, because a lot of times a glue gun cannot provide you the preciseness that this glue pen does. and you just kind of you want to lift up and down, and you can just kind of go through it. But it's really, really fun. It's really, really nice. And anybody that is a beginner crafter on up can do something like this. So we're going to fast forward time. And Deborah also made this right before the show.
Yes,
so that you can kind of cling to everything, which is just really fun for
like
kids to do, for kids and for crafts. Party favors. You can do a little bit of everything, but you can do like their glass, like little masterpieces. But it's a quick holiday thing that you can do for Valentine's Day or birthdays or any celebrations, like I said, even for St. Patrick's Day if you're doing. But you can create your own designs. They really come to life. And again, it's called the Craft Pad Kit, because that's why it has the silicone pad over it. And then, like I said, it's nice that you can print your own designs, because I know you like your own things, but you can do something really intricate. Exactly. We can put it as a little pin.
Put a little pin on there. Look at that.
Yeah, you could do anything. See, look at Deborah already knows. We can already take it to a different level. But this is really fun, because we know Surebonder for their glue, glue pens, but not this. So this was kind of nice.
You got a really cool hair product here, one that addresses a lot of issues that people may have.
Yeah. So this is Revere Roots, and this is from a woman that designed this product. And really, I don't know, but for the last 2 years, we've really seen a revival in scalp health. And this is what this is all about. This is Root Revival Drops. But what I love about her is this has no endocrine disruptors in it, which a lot of people can't do. So if actually somebody is going, this is going to help your hair from shedding, from any of the chemos, exactly, which a lot of products people don't understand. I'm really passionate about this. Is your skin is your largest organ. What you're even putting on your head, your skin is so important for what you're doing. So this is one of their scalp oils that they have. It's under $50. So a lot of times people think that they're going through chemo or menopause or perimenopause and stuff, and they're losing their hair. Like, these products are so expensive. This is really an attainable product that you can get for any of that shedding that you have, but it's going to awaken any dormant follicles that you have in your hair. And again, no toxicity in this product. And it's kind of a go-to. And I really also love, if you read what this is. This is also another good oil for everyday hair that you're going to love. Yeah, this is for a conditioner that they have, and this is like even sold out right now. That's how it's gone so quickly.
All right, a lot of parents, when they tell bedtime stories, I remember we would go through books, and then I'd pull out a book, and my son would go like, "You're reading that one again?" Okay, all right, so I start making up stories, right? Well, that's how this book was born right here, with a father who was making up stories.
Yeah, so this is Ellie's Dancing Shoes by Scott Sollers, and just what Deborah said. So as a parent, when you have a child, sometimes they're tired of their books, so he would make up stories, and he calls these Stephanie stories. And this one right now here was about Ellie that didn't really have confidence in dancing and things like that, with her, and she really wanted to become this prima ballerina and enjoy herself. So her grandmother gives her some special ballerina shoes that gives her more confidence. She's not as clumsy and things like that. And on the day of her audition, the shoes go missing. But it really becomes about that he teaches his daughter that it's not really in the shoes. Everything is within yourself. And that's what a lot of his stories are all about. This is just one that I thought was so beautiful that I wanted to share as we start to head into spring and dancing and girls. But we all have to have our own confidence to do. I mean, you're full of confidence being able to do what you do, and so many people are fearful of doing those. It's her shoes. If you've seen Deborah's shoes, maybe it is her shoes. But it's so just a lovely book that he created. And again, he just put it down to pen and paper. Like we always tell people like you who have wonderful stories, you gotta write them down. And he wrote them down and he published them. And now it's, he's got a whole line of books for kids that he just made up.
Yeah, so it's something that wasn't intentional, but came to be.
No, so I'm loving all these, and these are all products you should try on Tuesday and going forward, and really affordable too.
I'm going to get that patch of grass. And I don't have a dog yet, but I'm going to get the patch. I'll be prepared.
But you can do a party.
I'll be prepared.
Miss Crafter, you could order this for a party.
With the patch of grass?
With the patches of grass down the middle.
Be careful when you say grass and party. I mean the patch of grass for my dog party. That is to come.
But think Easter's coming, or like on your centerpiece for your table.
You say for decor. Okay.
For decor, you could absolutely use this.
I'm going to get a dog. Okay. For more information on any of these products shown or to connect with Dawn, visit greatdayhouston.com and we will connect you.